Hey guys, it's Phoenix. I'm back on 1.12.2 this time, and I wanted to make a video about a map which I was sent a very long time ago, but now that I'm working on my own special map for you guys, I've decided I wanted to grab some inspiration from previous maps and have a play around with them as I work really hard on the one that I am working on right now. This map is by Vector11211. It's called Plumber, and if you've seen from the screenshot, you might already be familiar with this game. Back in high school, when people were on their iPads playing in class. Don't do that. So I'm going to go and show you what this map looks like. I have just completed it. You can see from the chat here that I just finished it. I actually failed a couple times while I was getting used to it. The timer is really fast, but I was able to complete it after a couple tries. Okay, so I've just reloaded the map, and you have 3 lives, and essentially what you need to do is connect the tap on the left to the block on the right, which is the exit, so where the water can exit out of the pipes. And what you need to do is use your right click and while you're holding this item here, rotate each tube so they're all connected. So it's a logic game. It requires some forethought, like looking into the future a little bit and analyzing what's possible and what's not. Alright, so let's get started. Let's go into level 1. And after the timer begins, I'm not going to take this too really seriously here, but you use WASD to move around, and you hold this arrow, this like refresh button, to rotate each tube. Obviously, take a gander at it. It's like a maze. You don't really have to work from the start. You can work from the end, but once this timer runs out, the water is going to start flowing from the left. So it doesn't actually end until the water begins to leak. So you could try your very best and see if this the closest pathway works. Sometimes it doesn't. You might get really unlucky. I don't remember how this level is completed. Yeah, so I've actually failed it here. So, which is fine, but you can see that it actually does fill up. So you haven't lost yet until it leaks right at where I am right now. Goodness me. It's really hard to... Alright, I promise I'll finish it this time. I promise. I'm going to work up and see if this is better. There we go. So easy. Alright. It was actually just going up and then back down. So, as I wasn't talking, I was able to do it. So now I can open the tap to complete the level. And you can see that the water fills up. So you have the first solution. I'm not going to complete the second level. I think, actually, I'm not sure if all the levels are supposed to get harder as we go along, because some of the levels are really quick. So maybe they're just stages and they're not really supposed to get harder. So I'm not going to reveal too much. This is actually a bug. I think this is meant to close, and this glass is supposed to open, but I am able to go through, and I will deliberately fail this level by exiting out the door. So now I have a rubber duck. How random is that? I actually haven't played the original game, so maybe this is derived from one of the other games. So you control the rubber duck, and then you're supposed to collect the hearts, and once you get 3 hearts, you can continue. So, because the timer is super fast in this game, I do think this little process of collecting hearts, you can't lose, essentially. You can't lose this. This process of collecting hearts does compensate for it. I still do think the timer is too fast. Maybe because as I move my cursor around with WASD, it is fairly slow. Big props to Vector. I haven't actually said it yet, but if I hadn't played this game beforehand, I would have been gobsmacked by the amount of detail that he's put into this map. You can see from everything, even from the rubber duck to these little items, how many items are there here? So the variation is astonishing. No, there we go. And even the, it's really intuitive, and that's really one of the most important things in any map. So I got that there. So you can continue down this path, and you can actually see that this glass door has closed. Every bit of detail is wonderful. I do want to commend him, even with the GUI, everything is really intuitive. So do download this map and play with it yourself. It doesn't take too long. It only took me half an hour to actually finish this game. It's very fun, especially if you're into logic games. Otherwise, thank you all for watching. Leave a like, subscribe for more creative content. Take care.